You're now tuned into Real As It Get podcast.
Keeping it real.
Be real, be true, and be yourself. They say the truth will set you free. You have to be real with yourself before you can be real with anyone else. Remember that.
Real As It Get podcast, episode number 11. You already know who I am, Jay Neely.
Chuck C is me.
Hey man, we almost at a dozen episodes.
Yeah, man, we're getting there. We little by little, stacking by stack, man. I mean,
Right.
Is that a saying? Stacking by stack. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean.
When we get the 15th episode, we're gonna do a giveaway. 15th episode, we're gonna do a giveaway.
Yeah.
Before we get into the show, we need y'all to go subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yup.
Real As It Get podcast. We need you to follow us on Twitter.
Yup.
At Real As It Get pod. We need you to follow us on Facebook, Real As It Get Podcast Show, and follow us on Instagram at Real As It Get Podcast.
Yeah, man. The like button is all right, man. The share button is all right, man. Send this to your baby mama, your mama, and her auntie.
Facts. Hey, if you know anybody who would be interested in being interviewed, coming on the show, chopping it up with us, contact us on any of those platforms right there. Today's show gonna be a little bit different, you know. we was chopping it up off air, but we gonna get a show in. We gonna start it off with this. You know, me and Chuck, we got two different perspectives on this, but it's a conversation that's needed. You know what I mean? Just because everybody is going through this. Everybody relationship can be affected by this. So without further ado, is affection important in a relationship?
Affection, in my opinion, is very important in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not affectionate, then, like, you know what I'm saying, what are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, that's, to me, that's one of the biggest ways to show love. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just happen to be one of them lovey-dovey type of dudes.
So you don't think you can show love in a relationship without showing
you
affection?
can. Well, I guess you gotta now you gotta define in what your relationship is. You gotta define affection. You know what I'm saying? What is your definition of affection, and what is her definition of affection? You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
so for example, the dictionary says affection is a gentle feeling of fondness or liking.
Right.
She felt affection for the wise old lady. So, with that being said, I think affection leads to sex.
It can.
You know, I think, affectionate like me, I'm not the ideal affectionate person. Do I have affectionate ways? I do.
Yeah.
But I do think social media enhances affection a little bit more, so I think it'll have people brainwashed.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just think of the celebrity with 1 million followers who girlfriend in the kitchen with an empty pot. He's doing it for social media. He walk in there, he put his hands around her waist and just kiss her on her neck.
And you tell your relationship goals.
Right. Is that affection? That's not affection to me.
I mean, we're doing it for the camera. It's not
Right.
affection.
And most people in this new generation, they do a lot of that for the camera.
But I mean, yeah, but like me, you can, it's like the book, talking about love languages or whatever. Now you got physical touch is a love language. You got words of affirmation. You know what I'm saying? Is a love language. Acts of service is a love language. I'm not sure. I forgot what the fourth one is, or whatever. But whatever the fourth one is, y'all comment. Let me know what the fourth one is. But those are the main three that I remember, right? Act of service, because somebody's way of affection is doing stuff for somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whatever that thing is that person likes to do, you just do something for them, right? Some people like the physical touch. You know what I'm saying? They want the hands to be on them. I'm physical touch. I'm an old lovey-dovey square old dude. You know what I'm saying? Sitting next to that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's feed each other in the food court.
So do you think both parties of the relationship should be affectionate?
Yeah. I mean, affection. I mean, to me, that's that's a core foundation of how to express yourself in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Without that affection, you know what I'm saying, it's hard to be in a relationship without that affection. It's hard to show that you want to be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? If you could be married to somebody, and if you don't ever tell them you love them, right, and that's the way they want to be shown affection, right? Your way of saying you love them is doing stuff for them, right? Wash dishes, mow the lawn, pay the bills, whatever. And which is great, they like that, but they also want to hear you say I love you.
So let me ask you this: when I was growing up, my mom never told me she loved me like that,
but she showed you
at times. But you know, as a kid, you have a lot of different thoughts. You know, she just whoop your ass, and you know, she'll tell you she love you then. But you know how these new age moms, how they have that relationship and bond and chemistry with their kid.
Some. Yeah, because I work at elementary school now.
Oh yeah. But you know, with me, man, it was more like I knew she loved me, but comparing how parents now tell their kids, I love you and all this type of stuff, she didn't do that for me. But that, you know, my mom is not an affectionate person like that. But that doesn't mean she don't love her kids. You know what I mean? So I look at the same thing. She took
care of y'all. She loved you the way that she knew how to love you.
Right. And I look at it, you know, it's like with me, man, it's more like, once again, you have affectionate ways.
So your mom, the way your mom showed you or didn't show you how you want to word it, affection, did you learn your affection from that?
I don't even think I learned my affection from that. I don't even know where the hell my affection comes from. You know what I mean? Because like I say, if you've been in other relationships, and none of those relationships that person complained about affection, you don't think you struggle in that aspect. You know what I mean? You don't think you struggle. You just thinking, I'm cool. Everything's straight. You know what I mean? It's kind of...
But, you know, one size don't fit all. You know what I'm saying?
True,
you know,
but
so
come on.
You gotta be...
But let's be real. If you've been in 5 relationships... Right. Or more... Right. None of those 5 people have complained about affection in those relationships. Okay. Now, once the 6th person come along and they complain about you not showing affection, you like, wait a minute, like... I mean, okay, I work on it, but, you know, just because you brought it up, but I haven't had anybody else complain. I thought I was good, you know what I mean? And especially when you haven't complained early on.
Now, in this scenario, is this person number 6, is that a long-term relationship?
The person number 6 is the longest relationship. Okay, so all the other ones wasn't long. You can say probably 7-8 months up to 2 years.
Right. Man, this is a hypothetical.
Yeah, this hypothetical. This ain't real.
Yeah. So in this scenario, right, these 5 people that you was with before, you cook chicken, and they never complain about your chicken. They say, okay, man, your chicken good.
I think I got the best damn chicken.
You think all right?
Especially if I see you leaving bones in the plate.
Okay. Now, but person number 6 come along and say, man, your chicken, bro, could be better, but you don't season it enough, right? But that's the person you got to feed. You're not feeding them 5 people no more. You feeding number 6 now. They don't like.
I gotta adjust it.
They don't want Old Bay. They want lemon pepper. Right. Or they don't want lemon pepper. They want smokehouse maple. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's what I use. That's why I get in my head. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or Tony's Asheries. But you know what I'm saying? But that's what you feeding now. You're not feeding them other 5.
You gotta adjust it. I agree.
You gotta adjust.
You gotta adjust it.
Right. And it may be uncomfortable to adjust.
So you know. This is the thing. I don't think it's the fact that you have to adjust. I just think it's the fact that that shit it's just gonna feel so fake to me.
But that's how they want the chicken though. But you gotta you're feeding this person
true.
Chicken. They want
but
chicken.
In my head I'm thinking like, okay, this is how they wanted the chicken. What happens if you make the adjustments according to whatever they like to their liking,
hot sauce, whatever,
and they just eating this shit, but deep down inside they like, this shit nasty as hell. The first chicken tastes better.
But you asked for this chicken. I made it the way you asked. You know what I'm saying? Like I put the exact seasoning you wanted on there. Right. I put as much lemon pepper on that you wanted on there. You know what I'm saying? I baked it the way your mama made it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
So how does a non-affectionate person becomes affectionate?
First you got to go to that partner, whoever they're with. Like in this scenario, we're talking about relationship. So so you have to go to that partner, or they would be politically correct or whatever. But you have to go to that person and say, hey man, what is affection to you, right? And then and how can I be, okay, you tell me what your affection is to you. How can I be better at getting closer to where you want me at on the affection level? Like, I ain't may not always be at this level, but how can I at least get there sometimes? You know what I'm saying? Get there sometimes. What can I do to be better, right? And then with that, you listen to what they say, and then you give your opinion and say, listen, I can try to do things like this. I'm not always gonna be there because that's not my personality, but I can try to get better at it. You know what I'm saying? And then give them a definite reason, the ways they can help you get to this level, right? I can get to the level more if you do this, right? So I'm gonna try to get to this level. But what helped me get to this level and stay at this level is if you do this, this, and this.
So do you think your partner should steer you in the right direction when you're not being affectionate at times? Like, say if they want you to be affectionate, and you're not being affectionate, do you think they should give you reminders like, hey, I see you falling, I see you slipping through the cracks? Do you think that's needed? Especially, once again, they've compliment you from time to time on, I see you trying and things like that, but when you're slipping through the cracks and it just goes out of your mind, do you think they should give you that heads up, like, hey, I need you to tighten up a little bit?
Again, it should be a period of time that went by where that person is not getting to that level before you remind them. It shouldn't be, saying, dang, you ain't did it yesterday, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's a period of time where that person hasn't been up here, it's okay to be like, hey, remember that conversation we had about, affection or whatever? You know what I'm saying? You was doing it, but it kind of slowed down. Like, I ain't really had that level. It's been a while. I'm not trying to, start arguing, nothing like that. I'm just, saying, hey, maybe you want to, remember we talked about it. You said you just want to get better. You were, but you kind of been slipping a little bit. I think it's okay. You know what I'm saying? But again, it had to be a time of them not doing it before you're reminded.
Correct.
It can't be, okay, they was bad this week, so let me get, dang, bro, why you ain't, or whatever. It
so,
time in between.
So, affection.
Yeah.
Relationship is 100%.
Should be.
What percent of affection, like say for instance, out of 100%,
both parties?
No, just like what percent of the relationship should be based on affection? How much percent out of 100%? So, for example, I'll give you a breakdown, make it a little easier.
Okay.
Sex. What percent? What percent of sex should be relationship? 100%.
Not 100%, right? Not 100%. I don't know. Okay. We're breaking on 100%.
Damn, so over 50%.
It's been that 60 range, right? And then another 30 should be finances, and then
I think affection can probably get like 10 to 15% of the relationship.
Yeah, so if I go 60, sex, and I'm being funny or whatever, but like, okay, let's be real, right? If I'm saying like sex should be 40% of the relationship, like 40%, right? Okay, then you go finances should be another
at least 25%.
30, you go another 30%, right? So that's 70%, and then affection should be the other 30.
You think affection 30%?
I mean, it could be if sex is at 40, right? Most affection leads to sex, right? Not that it has to. Like if I, washing your dishes, that's me showing affection, but that's not leading to sex. But when it comes time to me asking for sex or trying to get sex, I can get a lot better if I wash some dishes. You know what I'm saying?
So,
that's your.
So
you know what I mean?
What is your way of being affectionate?
Me, I like. I'm a physical touch type of person. So I like physical touch. Like if the person I'm with, they like acts of service, then I need to do a better job of being acts of service. So we need to do a better job of catering to that person's idea of affection, right? You know what I'm saying? Again, we're never gonna be perfect because they're not on your level of affection all the time, whatever. Right. So, but we need to do a better job of gearing ourselves to that person's idea of affection. You know what I'm saying? So if they like acts of service, washing dishes, flowers, candy, you name it, going places, you know what I mean? Or time. I think time is the fourth one, right? Yeah, so it's physical touch, acts of service, time, and I forgot the other thing I just said.
Do you think a relationship can last? You know those relationships, them relationships, them old relationships when people used to be like in that 50 years married.
Yeah.
Do you think those relationships went on that long without affection? Or do you think there was some type of affection that kept them together?
You know, and now it's hard to say with some of the old relationships, because some of the old relationships, they were just, you know, the women, they just stayed no matter what. It was just what it is, and they had a bunch of kids all the time. You know what I mean? Whatever. But you know, so it's kind of hard. But I think just relationships in general, if you're not getting to what that person feels like the affection should be, it definitely can be hard. So I definitely think in a long-lasting relationship, there's been plenty of affection or whatever, and to whatever that person's affection is, and then, or at least enough where I can tolerate. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they may not be at my level here, but they got to hear consistently or whatever. I wish they was here, but they got to hear consistently. I can live with that because we all got to make compromises. You know, relationships just compromise, whatever.
So, do you think you can be in a relationship with a person who's very affectionate, but they're not sexually active?
No, we need that sex, bro. we need.
But they're affectionate, though. You want affection.
I do want affection. I love affection.
But they're just not sexual.
I want to hold hands in the food court and on the.
See, me, I can care less about that. Like, we can hold hands, but it don't really matter to me. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I be seeing people in public, and these people, you know how they be just kissing their partner, and you be like, bruh, it's fucking raining outside. Like, move on, go to your car. Like, I understand you love your chick, but do that shit at home when you can damn near probably get some pussy, you know.
But if they love it, right, as they relationship, as long as, you know what I'm saying, now if he's just attacking her and she trying to push away, you know what I'm saying, that's one thing. But if they love it, so like, you know, I get it. You know, if I'm looking at somebody else, like, if I'm looking at somebody else's relationship, I might be like, what's wrong with these niggas? You know what I'm saying? But if you're in a relationship and that's just what it is, you know what I'm saying, that's what you like, that's what they like, then it is what it is, man. Go do whatever it is you feel is okay. You know what I'm saying? But now when it comes to affection without sex, affection relationship without sex, I mean, it's hard to be in there, especially if you have, and as men, we have a high sex drive. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, you got some women with a high sex drive, and you got a lot of women with middle sex drives, and you got a lot of women with low sex drives, right? So as a man or partner, whatever it is, you got to find somebody who can at least get to your toleration level of sex, right? So you may want 3 times a week, but you can tolerate 1.5 or 2, whatever it is. As long as they consistently at your toleration level, you should be straight.
Is affectionate taught? Is it learned?
Definitely learn. You know what I mean? Like, we learn it from.
So how do you learn affection if your mom wasn't affectionate, your dad wasn't affectionate, and you just got friends who are whores? They're not affectionate.
Because like I said earlier, you go to your partner. What's affection to them? Trying to be specific in detail. What is affection to you?
So pretty much you just go to your partner and you just learn from them. So your partner,
affection isn't one size fits all.
Okay, if your partner is more affectionate than you, right? Do you think your partner should show you how to be affectionate? Yeah. They should do affectionate things to show you, hey, this is what I want. Exactly. You know what I mean? Yeah. So now you got to look at it and you say, for example, what's an example? If
they want acts of service, right? They want you to do dishes, right? I keep using dishes as that. They like when you do dishes, right? And you don't like doing dishes at all. Right. You know what I'm saying? I come home and I see the dishes in there, but I'm finna go sit on this couch. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then, you know what I'm saying, they complain or whatever, and you finally get up and say, hey, listen, okay, what can I do to be better, get the affection going, whatever, that makes you happy? They say, listen, these dishes need to be getting done. I don't want to do this all the time.
Use the damn dishwasher, man.
You still have to go into the sink, take the dishes and put it in there. You still have to do physical labor. Right. Yeah, they don't just voila get to the dishwasher. You still have to take things out of there.
But they want you to, they
want you to wash dishes. So they're gonna say, hey, look, yeah, they wash it, but they mad that they washing it. That you ain't offered to come do it or just do it, right? So they go to the dish and say, listen, this is what I want. Mm-hmm. And then, hey, get dishes, wash them like this, put them up, and that's gonna make me happy, right? And then they showed you, they told you. Now it's up to you to actually go get in there and go wash the dishes without being told. You know what I'm saying? Because if they're telling you, yeah, they're glad that you're doing the dishes, but
That shit.
And this is a real thing that be happening in my house. Dishes.
That shit all confusing to me, man. I told myself once I got grown, this is just one of my things. I can do anything else in the house, but
Clean the toilets. You can clean the toilets, and
see, that's the thing. She like that shit to be done in special type of ways. I mean, I just started doing it again, and like I said, I do pretty.
So if you go clean the toilet, she ain't gonna like the way you do it.
Yeah, there's sometimes when she just wanna come behind me, and I'm just like, if you're gonna do that, you might as well.
Yeah, I like that.
But
I don't like that either. If I'm gonna do it, just let me just do it.
Yeah, so I mean, I've been doing a good job with that, but I just think when you're in that relationship, man, affectionate ain't something that I think about. So, say for instance, like obviously you think about it, but you don't think about it how women think about it. You know what I mean?
So what is affection to you?
Affection to me is more like, caressing your girl, being there for her, obviously spending that time, making her feel wanted. You know what I mean?
That's affection.
True, but yes, that's affection. But I don't think I have to go by the book to be affectionate to my girl.
Right.
I'm doing affectionate things like, for instance, if my wife wants flowers, I don't get her flowers. That doesn't mean that I'm not affectionate.
Right.
But my reason for not getting her flowers is flowers ain't on my mind all the time.
Right.
That doesn't mean I'm not affectionate.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, because I can say the same thing. Like, there's certain things that's not on her mind.
Of course.
But insider. But it's just like, obviously women deserve flowers, right? But that shit,
if they like it.
If they like it.
Right.
Listen, I knew somebody, man, who, how we be like, our wives or our ladies have to get real flowers. Mm-hmm. This person was just like, get me fake flowers.
As long as they flowers.
I'm like, I found that weird.
Right.
But that's what they like. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's what they like. And it's just like, for me, man, I just think it's something that you got to continuously learn, and you just have to, once again, talk to your partner. Yeah, man. And sometimes you just probably got to come out of your stubborn ways and, open up. I just think.
Right there.
I think when you do that, though, I just think, to me, it's just like things that you're not comfortable with doing. Yeah. I just think it just feels so fake to me, bro. Like, it feels so fake. Like, damn, okay, I'm doing what this person says, but in reality, they may be laughing at me deep down inside, because you're like, this lame ass nigga doing this bullshit.
But if that's what they like.
True. So
you just gotta do what they, you're doing what they like. You know what I'm saying? Well, it doesn't matter what you think in your head.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of times we be in here so much
overthinking.
I'm thinking that you don't like me because I got this thing on my eye, and you're not even looking at the thing on my eye. You thinking about something else, and the whole time I'm saying like, God,
he ain't even noticing.
He ain't right. He ain't noticing. He ain't right. You know what I'm saying? You trying to hide it like this. You trying to like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You doing like that. They ain't even think about it because we're in our head. You know what I'm saying? And we think like, you know what I'm saying? It's not about. It's not about what you think. It's about what we think you think. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's my mind. You're thinking this. That's really all that matters. Although I should be asking what you think, and that should be what matters. But we're in our head so much. You know what I'm saying? We're just like that. And this nigga probably thinking this, or this girl probably thinking this. And they may be thinking, or they may not be thinking, right? So it shouldn't. But my point is saying all that is it doesn't matter what we got going on in our head. If you ask them and they like this, we just got to do that. We just got to do a better job of doing that. Now I ain't saying we always be perfect at doing that, but just do a better job at doing that. And then too, they gotta understand that I'm trying to get to this level. I don't feel like doing that anyway, but because you like it and I want to make you happy, I'm doing it.
Can a whore be affectionate?
Hard transition, but yeah, those are probably the most affectionate people.
But
and to the physical touch, action. You know what I'm saying?
But this is a person who
whore, yeah.
Who's with a nympho. This is a person who's with a new man who just loves sex.
They're affectionate to the dude who she with in the bed or he with in the bed.
I think that's a whole nother different type of affection, though.
That's the type of affection that people like. They with somebody. With them.
Could you be with somebody like that?
A nympho?
Yeah.
I mean, and as a man, we all want our wife to be nymphos
Right.
for us at the house.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying. So if my wife is a nympho for me at the house, of course I love it.
Well, we gotta put a pin in that. She has to be a nympho, not before I get into a serious relationship. She gotta become this nympho
When y'all get together.
when we get together.
But see, that's the thing though. Like nobody goes from regular to nympho in a relationship. They come into the relationship nymphomaniac, but like nobody becomes a nymphomaniac when you're in a relationship.
Would your mind wonder if you knowingly got into a relationship with a person who was a
Promiscuous.
nympho? Yeah.
Very promiscuous.
Would your mind just wonder?
My mind wonder. No, what a nun. My mind will wonder. And that's how my mind works. My mind is wondering.
Right.
You say you're going to the convent, but you know what I'm saying. The convent let out at 8:00. You got here 8:15.
Okay, so
but I'm being funny. But to your point is, yeah, I definitely, you know what I'm saying. If I know I got a freak, right? So you got Brittany Renner. You know what I'm saying. She got all these men.
Man, my relationship ain't getting serious with her like that.
Somebody is, right? Somebody gonna marry her. You know what I'm saying.
Right.
And that person will always have a mind of like, is she? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. She got to go to LA for this trip. She got to go to New York.
She gotta be on somebody's couch
for the business thing. She said she got to go do a podcast over here, and you know what I'm saying, Miami. I'm not with her. I gotta. I'm doing my whatever.
Right.
There's always gonna be a time where you're gonna be like, is she? You know what I'm saying? And you gotta, and this is you gotta ask or whatever. But you know what I'm saying. But that's the thing. It's always gonna be on your mind. Now, is that what the person doing? Who knows? They may be faithful. You know what I'm saying? But in your mind, until you can't let what your mind affect the relationship negatively.
Right.
I don't know if you want to ask. Hey, listen, bro. I just gotta ask. Brittany, are you doing something with somebody else? She say, nah, I'm gonna take you at your word because I ain't finding out, but I gotta ask. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You have access to nothing but blue checks in your DMs. You know what I'm saying? Blue checks, meats, and all that kind of stuff in your DMs. Just I gotta ask. You know what I'm saying? It's only right. You know what I mean? Like, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So a person who was very promiscuous and freak beforehand, yeah, that's always gonna be in mind.
So let me ask you. You get into a relationship with your wife.
Right.
You get married.
Mm-hmm.
Just come up on your 1-year anniversary.
Uh-huh.
Your wife comes to you. She say, "Hey, I need to tell you something. I meant to tell you years ago, but time just flew by.
Time flew by. Crossed my mind. Slipped your mind.
I'm promiscuous. Like how do you?
What does that mean?
You know what I mean?
No, that was gonna be my question. What is that? What does promiscuous mean? I need to lay it out. Facts. Like what happened? What were you doing?
I'm with you,
right?
But I'm used to having sex with other people.
Okay, so in this year that we've been together, have you been having sex with other people?
I haven't, but I've been having a fantasy
about having sex with other people.
Yes, but I've been with you. I'm committed to you. I'm loyal.
Well, let's keep it like that.
But what does she come to you and she say, I'm thinking about I may lose myself one of these days because I think about it so much.
And then you know what? It's
do you call the marriage off?
Well, we've only been together a year. You know what I'm saying? If that's the way your journey, and again, this is me at 38 saying this. Yeah, not 38. I'm not 38. I'm 36. But I'm thinking about it. Me at 36 saying this. My wife's 38. But anyway, me at 36 saying, hey, if that's your journey, that you feel like you want to go down that path, hey, let's split it right now. Let's go and end it right now. I don't want to. Because we prolong it, then, you know what I'm saying? And now we getting more and more involved in families and the life and everything like that. And now it's going to be harder to break free. And it's going to be a harder thing when even if you're telling me beforehand, it's still going to be hard.
Right.
So I'd rather you go live your life now and go do your thing now. And then, if our paths cross again, great. If they don't, then hey, this is what it is.
Do you think celebrities are affectionate?
Definitely. Yeah, I think people, no matter if you're a celebrity or not, people are affectionate. Celebrity, not
so
celebrity.
You think Chris Brown affectionate to all these girls?
To the women he with at the time that he with them, yeah, he probably affectionate.
Not the groupies.
in that night, in the hours that they're together.
I don't think he affectionate, bro.
In the hours that they together,
I don't think he
probably kissing on him and whatever, and it's sexual affection, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not relationship affection, you know what I'm saying? But he probably telling them they look good and all this other stuff.
Of course.
Yeah, so it's sexual affection. Yeah, of course he got you. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't, let's start a family, you know what I'm saying? You know, that kind of thing.
So your top traits in a woman, what do you look for?
My top traits.
Give me your top.
Me personally, my top is it's Lachey Cornelius. That's my only top trait that I ever would be looking for ever, and that whatever her trait is, that's what it is. But now, if you're just saying single chart, you're saying the single,
not single, but just about her, like what?
Okay, just talking about. I'm being funny, but I'm not being funny, but just me. Traits. Obviously, you know, we men, so we gonna start with looks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, you know, I gotta be good looking. You know what I'm saying? At least what I think is good looking. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, black. I was just being real. You know what I'm saying? You know, being real black. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Maybe Spanish, but yeah, but I won't cross out the Spanish, whatever. But black though. And now physical, like you're talking about just relationship traits, like whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, so physical traits. You know what I'm saying? I'm a breast man, so I like boobs. You know what I'm saying?
So A cups.
That work. But I mean, I'd rather they season up. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather season up.
You want to get slapped in the face with
like, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, I like breasts, you know what I'm saying?
Got you.
And then, you know, when it comes to butt, you know, as long as it's well proportioned to the body, I can't have nothing, you know what I'm saying, no table, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
but as long as
TV screens.
Yeah, well proportioned to the body. But as far as, you know, physical traits is, you know, good looking woman, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Now, as far as like relationships traits, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who's affectionate, right? I'm an affectionate person. I like a physical touch type of affection. So somebody who's can be on that wavelength with me, right? Somebody who's you know, I'm trying not to say like cliche stuff, but like, but it is, you know, somebody who, you know, caring about me and my individualness. I don't know if that's even the right word, but you know what I'm saying, about me, but the details of me.
A caring person.
Yeah, somebody who cares about the details of me, like what I like specifically, and you know, things like that. You know what I mean? Somebody who can keep me on the straight and narrow. You know what I'm saying? Because my mind be everywhere sometimes. It just be, you know what I'm saying, whatever, like a cat. Sometimes I'll be thinking about this and thinking. You know what I'm saying? My mind be wanting somebody who would keep me on the straight and narrow. Right now at this stage in my life, you know what I'm saying, if whatever somebody, you know, somebody on the same religious wavelength as me, you know what I'm saying, you know, I can't be with no atheist or nothing like that, or even agnostic.
What if you met somebody who met all your characteristics and traits?
Yeah.
Very affectionate,
right?
But they just happen to be atheists. You don't think that could work?
It'd be hard. It'd be hard for us to work out because my belief, I'm being church on Sunday, or at least watching it from TV.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so I'm be praying, listening to the gospel music or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it comes to religion and stuff like that, like when we get into just regular conversations or whatever, I'm gonna bring that up. You know what I'm saying? Now we gotta now there's gonna be a dilemma for us, and I'm like, hey, you know, I believe in Jesus Christ, I believe in God, and you're saying, there ain't no God. There's, you know what I'm saying, you believe in whatever it is, you know, evolution, whatever it is. So
is that a serious argument?
I mean, I guess it depends on how they're coming across. You know what I'm saying? I guess it depends on how they're coming across in that time of that conversation. You know what I'm saying? If they're just adamant and staunch, hey, there ain't no God type of thing, and it could turn into that.
They want facts.
It could turn into that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because I'm going to relay out with my side too.
Right.
Or whatever. But, I mean, if they're at least open to like at least learning what I you know what I'm saying, about my religion or whatever. Now whether it fully brings them in and fully takes, you know, that'd be what it is. But as long as they're at least open to be like, okay, I'll go to church with you, you know what I'm saying? No, I don't believe in this stuff, but I'll at least go to church with you from time to time. Maybe not every Sunday, but time, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
If they're open to
progress.
If they're open to something, then maybe. But the atheists, atheists,
that's some weirdo stuff.
That's different. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they believe there ain't no God out there.
Right.
You know
Science.
Yeah. So it'd be definitely be different. Difficult, I should say.
Yeah. But with this generation though.
Yeah.
A lot of these kids, a lot of these people
don't believe in God out
don't
there.
believe in God like that no more. You know what I mean? So
right. So God forbid if I was ever single again, is a good chance that you might run into somebody who doesn't believe in God.
I think you can change their mindset, but I think it's gonna take work.
Yeah.
It's gonna take work.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to you're gonna have to they're gonna literally just have to witness it for them to start to believe.
Right.
And once they witness it, it'll be a little bit more easier for them to fully transition on over.
Yeah, as long as they're open, you know what I'm saying, and to at least hearing out my side, you know what I mean. I'll listen to their side, you know,
right.
if it makes logical. And there's nothing they can say they'll be able to change me, but you know what I'm saying. I'll listen to their side or whatever, you know what I mean. I try to, that ain't right.
Did I ask the question already? If I said, can you be in a relationship with an affectionate woman, but she's not sexually active? I asked that.
I think we touched on a little bit, but just to reiterate it, without sex, I mean, that's you can't be in a relationship without sex.
So let me ask you.
Like, you know what I mean? Like it ain't gonna work.
So we gonna get off that, but we gonna route it say. So for instance, a homosexual person, right?
Right.
Do you think it's possible for a person to be homosexual, but says I just like gay men, right?
Right.
But I don't have sexual relations with them? You think that's possible, or you just think that's kind of
they'll have to find somebody else who's also asexual. Are there asexual people out there? Sure. So they'll have to get with somebody else who's asexual.
Gotcha.
You can't be no freak, horny gay person and not get with a freak.
Right.
Gay, you know what I'm saying? Like you want sex. It's a gay man. It's still a man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's still horny. You know what I mean? He just need him another gay man who's down for what he's down for. But
so
he can't be with nobody who's asexual, or you know what I'm saying, or at least again somebody who can be on your whatever your lowest toleration level is, or the amount of sex you're getting. They gotta be there. Mm-hmm. Right. So anybody, as long as you're with somebody who can make it to your lowest toleration and consistently be there, you'll be okay.
Got you.
Now, you want them to be up there at the highest.
You want them to be up there. 100, I need you to be 97 to 99.
That would be great. You know what I'm saying? But whatever the lowest number you can tolerate is.
Not getting sex, does that make you feel some type of way?
Man, I'll be mad. I'll be listen, I'm a better parent. When I had
sex is like medicine.
I smile more.
I have problems when I don't get my meds.
I agree with that statement right there. If I ain't got my medication, who knows what's going on? You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I am a damn walking zombie.
Yeah, man. We need medication.
You
man.
need the meds.
Medication, man. You need that vitamins P medication.
I need.
Calm down. Helps me collect my thoughts better. Makes me a better father.
I need the juices, man.
I work out better. I feel like
I'm motivated.
Man, I feel like I do everything better than I got some.
Superman with no cape.
Come on, man. Come on, you think Superman wasn't getting none? How you think he was that strong? How you think he stayed that fit?
Right.
I wanted to save people all the time. Him and Lois was. Come on, man. You think if Lois wasn't giving him nothing, he want to go out there and save them people? Like, man, I ain't going out there today. They just got bad. Man, he got it today.
Yeah, for real. Superman didn't get that thing. He wouldn't have wanted to save nobody.
Bruce Wayne, come on, he rich. You know he was getting something.
Right.
That's the only way he gonna go out there and try to stop the Joker, the Penguin, the Iceman. Because he getting something consistently on the regular. If he ain't getting nothing, he be like, man,
often,
Joker got it today, bro.
How often do you think a man should get sex?
The politically correct and whatever.
Hell no, I ain't know whatever. I think the minimum 3 times a week.
But not every dude like that, though.
But you gotta go off the availability.
Yeah, but not not every dude like that though.
If this is
some dudes only like 2.
If this is in house,
it's about your wife.
I need that 3 times a minimum a week.
I agree with your statement. I'm just saying, but not every dude is like that though. Some dudes like it too. Some dudes can do one. Some dudes can do once a month.
Those dudes that have
Some dudes got low. There are dudes who with low sex drive. Probably not that many, but
okay. So a dude with a low sex drive, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that bothers a woman?
If she got a high sex drive, yeah, you can't turn on no. We can't turn on no woman. Not nobody you with.
So a
get
dude,
mad, bro.
a dude with a low sex drive, his woman's sex drive is way higher than his.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He can't please her how she want to be pleased.
Right.
Can he get mad if she decides to go somewhere else and get her services rendered? Can he
get mad? No.
Can he get mad?
If she didn't say anything,
she not told him though. She none said, "Hey man, you go to the doctor," and he just seemed interested, but not interested.
Go take them pills and go get your and get right. Get that. I mean, can he?
Somebody else gonna be giving you.
Can he get mad? Yeah, but like he gotta understand. I get, but I don't. You know, it's hard because you know what? When you're not getting.
I need it.
No, can he get mad? Yeah, for sure. He can definitely get mad. You know what I'm saying? His wife stepping out on him. But I guess you gotta kind of understand too. You know what I mean? Like, hey, like
her services gotta get rendered.
Yeah, you kind of gotta understand.
But she's telling him, listen, my services, I'm gonna get them rendered. There's no relations attached.
But like, it's funny when you're talking about a woman getting her services rendered. But like, is it as funny if a man going out there?
Well, men don't have attachment.
I'm saying, but we're saying because if we flip the scenario of the woman got a low sex drive, the man got a high sex drive.
I feel like
can she get mad if the man go out there and step out and go? I
don't think she should be mad if she's not trying to change her ways. I don't think she should be mad. Like you can be mad, but I look at it like at the end of the day, you're not trying to fix the problem. Your guy is coming to you trying to fix the problem. Right. You're ignoring him.
But I mean, if she's saying, I just don't like it that much, I don't need it that much.
I need it. I need it.
Right.
And if you don't want to give it to me, it's okay if we be together. But just let me go play on the side.
But then you gotta get permission. But if she's saying, nah, bro, you loyal to me and you stepping out, then yeah, she got the right to be mad. And then it's gonna be
if you don't want this occurring, I'm gonna need you to go.
What we say, empty balls don't bounce. You know what I'm saying? Like you take it out of you take
a flake gate.
Yeah, you take it out of the ball. You can't dribble that mug, right? You know what I'm saying? You know,
but all seriousness, man. Like I say, that's just something where it depends on. Like I say, every relationship is different.
Every relationship is different. Like some people are in that relationship where somebody has a high sex drive, somebody got a low sex drive, right? And now the problem comes in is when they both were high, and then as the time went down, one of them went low, and the other one stayed high. Then the problem couldn't come because you're like, bro, you used to be, you know what I'm saying? You used to be that freak. I used to get that thing all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I ain't even have to work for it. All I had to do is mention it.
Yeah, so then once you feel off, then there's a little bit more of animosity there, I should say.
Right. So how you feel about that? How do you feel about people getting what's the word? Content in a relationship, feeling like they don't have to work as hard as they used to and provide and render the service that they used to. Right. So now it's just like whatever. If it happens, it happened. If it don't, it don't. Just be like, I'm giving it to you from time to time.
Yeah, it's that's a difficult thing. Because once relationships start to get stale, then minds start to wander, and even if you're not like going out cheating or whatever, like you're still like not present in together. You know what I'm saying? You might physically be there in the house, but your mind is somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not on like another woman or whatever, another man, you're just not there, right?
Right.
And the more you're not there, eventually the physical will follow the mental. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And then it stays more and more content and less trying. Then now you got drawn away. You got people drawn away till eventually you're gone. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how it works. You know what I mean? If I'm not home, then eventually I'm not gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Eventually we're just not gonna be together, right? Even if I'm physically home, I'm not mentally home, and it just keeps getting further and further away. You know what I'm saying? So everybody in any relationship, married or fiance, whatever it is, you just, even as time goes by and life happens, you got money, you don't got money, whatever, they did take out the trash, they didn't take out the trash, whatever it is, you got to keep dating each other even throughout marriage.
Right.
You got to keep dating, man, and that's the only way they really kind of keep it going, because you keeping that thing fresh, keep it on their mind. You know what I'm saying? Women's got to do whatever to make themselves right. Man got to do whatever to make themselves right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to keep dating, have those date nights, and have those times where it's just y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is what you got to do, because if you don't, eventually, you know what I'm saying,
it dries out.
Yeah, man.
It dries
and
out.
then once you get to a certain level, it's hard to get back.
Right.
You stretch the rubber band so far,
it's never gonna have that tightness.
Eventually it's gonna break, man.
Yeah.
That rubber band gonna break. You know, so you got a shirt,
loosen all the way up.
you loosen that neck hole to get your big head in there.
Right.
That shirt don't never come back right. You stretch it far too far though. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you stretch that relationship too much, and it keeps coming back, eventually that thing will snap.
So while we're on the subject of, what would you say, beating cheeks?
Smashing?
Well, I'm about to transition. Okay. So I gotta use beating cheeks.
Beating cheeks.
Okay. In the news lately, we had Draymond Green. You know, he just issuing the beats to teammates.
He beat somebody's cheek.
What you think about that, man? What you think about that?
Draymond got to see me, bro.
Bro, listen.
Yeah, we got to.
They would have to trade me. Yeah. Because every time I see him, it's on site.
Bro, like we got to go to the weight room at some point. I got a 10-pound weight coming across your face.
So what you saying is you gonna go Christopher Scarver,
bro,
the guy who killed Dahmer.
I'm taking the weight. Draymond. I'm taking the weight crossing, bro. Especially if I feel like I just can't beat him with these,
dude.
Yeah, I gotta get something. But you gonna just punch me and like it's just gonna be okay. Like, hey, Joe, I'll take your apology. No.
Listen, he disrespected a punch like that. You never respected that, man.
But he jumped into that thing, bam,
literally, and then when he threw the punch. It ain't like he threw it and jumped back.
No, he ran into him. No. It's the problem.
You ain't got no respect for Jordan Poole.
No.
So do you think it's possible for them to even resume being teammates?
Anything's possible, but
bro, I ain't got no respect for him.
I wouldn't.
Hey,
no.
Would you accept the apology he issued?
No, I don't want no apology.
Me either.
I don't want no apology.
I'm going to management. Yo, y'all got to get me up out of here.
Yeah, bro. You might as well go.
It's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna be a distraction to the team, bro.
I'm gonna be a distraction to him.
Literally.
To him.
But I'm saying the team is gonna suffer because every time at practice, I'm after him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick him on the court. I'm gonna be. It's gonna get bigger than what it is, man.
Listen, bro. We get into the game. He gets the ball. I'm finna go steal it from him. In the middle of the game, like, you know, it's a problem now. We have an issue.
Right.
You just literally socked me.
Literally
dropped me to my knees. Bro.
Okay, I see reports online where they saying the person who leaked the film got paid by TNZ.
I hope so.
How much money?
Hope they got a big fat check.
How much money will it take for them to offer you? For you to leak that footage.
It depends on if I'm the low level intern media guy and I'm getting paid $40,000-$50,000 a year, $30,000 a year.
They come at you and they say, "Yo, we gonna pay you a quick 75." You leaking that?
I need at least 150.
So I seen some online I don't know if this was true, but this amount, but they was like 2.6 million.
There ain't no question. You can have that. And whatever else station you want to look for, you want to tape of the Lincoln murder. I'm gonna go find that mug.
Do you think the relationship between Draymond and Jordan Poole could have been repairable if the film was never released?
Nah, bro.
I think he could have saved it a little bit. You got to understand, like now, because think about it. Just think of the speculation.
He literally dropped me. I saw it.
Right, but
I didn't need anybody else to see it. I saw it.
I agree.
The fist coming this way.
But now you got to think. The world saw that.
It definitely looks worse.
So now every time you see Draymond,
it's like cheating, right? It's like cheating. If you in your relationship, right, and you cheat and don't nobody know about it, you and your wife can work it out,
right?
But if people know, there's a good chance you can't work it out. Because now everybody in her ear, people in your ear, dang, bro, you let her cheat on you like that, blah, blah. You let him cheat on you like that. Now you got all that.
Dang, girl, he hit that girl.
Yeah, so you got a lot of that. So now, and maybe you might be right. Maybe if the video wasn't out there, but
I ain't saying he would have been A-okay with it, but I do think as far as team chemistry wise, it can be
maybe without the
saved
video.
a little bit.
Yeah, without the video being out there,
but
yeah.
just think Jordan Poole now.
But me personally,
Any dude gonna think they can just try you now.
He gonna hear it all the time, but you don't make me get Draymond. Don't make me get Draymond. You better go on over there if I call Draymond over here. Then now you gotta hit him.
Hey, you can't even talk big to nobody no more.
Nah, bro.
You ain't say that to Draymond.
You said to Draymond when he popped your mind.
Hey, it's kind of like getting beat up in front of your old lady, but you home, girl. You better sit down somewhere.
You better, yeah, right. She gonna say
Get your ass in that room.
She gonna say you better stop before I call Johnny back over here.
Johnny gonna whoop your ass
like he did last time. That's awesome disrespect right there. Disrespect.
How does a dude bounce back from something like that?
You gotta see him.
But you already got your ass whooped once. Do you think a woman loses respect
If they see
for a man if she witnessed the ass whooping face to face?
I mean, yeah, but definitely in that moment. You know what I'm saying? I guess too. Maybe the circumstances, like if it's like me versus Shaq. I mean, she might probably not lose respect. Like that's me, Shaq.
Nah, we talking about a regular joke.
But like a regular nigga, like I'm just saying, a big nigga like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
right, you just want to be this demanding, controlling dude at home.
If it's somebody your size and you get beat up, the respect really, really goes down. You know what I'm saying? Now, even if somebody bigger than you, they just mollywop you. Like it's a good chance. You know?
So
you better hope.
Do you think she's committed to you 100% after witnessing that ass?
I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying. She probably she's still committed, but
she a tough guy, man.
She's still.
You just got the beats.
She's still be committed. Just in that moment, you gonna hear about it.
You always gonna hear about it.
You gonna hear about it. I think over time. I mean, as long as you don't get beat up again. You know what I'm saying?
You go home with the meatball.
Yeah,
man, she finna ride you. Man, what your kids gonna say? Daddy, you got beat up. You can't even be mad.
Yeah, man. Yeah, hey. But at the same time,
shit happens.
At the same time, like you ain't him. So you might want to chill. you
gotta reroute that energy somehow.
You ain't him, you know
right?
So
right.
If you want to take that chance, you can. But I wouldn't advise it.
Got you. So what about Kanye, man? Kanye been saying all this crazy foolishness shit. Kanye, he had a fashion show, Yeezy fashion show in Paris, I believe.
Wherever it was.
And hell, wherever it was. But he got the models and himself, Candace Owens. They are wearing t-shirts that says White Lives Matter. You got a problem with that?
Big problem.
What's your problem with it?
That it says White Lives Matter on it. You know, that's the one.
So white
lives? You don't need to say White Lives Matter
because we know they matter.
They already do matter.
They are already valued.
They already do matter
by everyone.
Now, I always said too. Now, when it says the Black Lives Matter statement, I always said that it should say Black Lives Matter too, as opposed to just say Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? Because people take it the other way, the way they have been taking it. Oh, black, y'all only say Black Lives Matter. All lives matter, or white lives,
that's
blue
a
lives
t-shirt
matter.
slogan. Come up with
it should say Black Lives Matter too. It should always been like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we're saying too. Also us, we already know y'all matter.
Yeah.
Us, we out here getting killed at a higher rate than you guys by the police officers.
And that's what we mean when we say Black Lives Matter. Like nobody's thinking about the damn non-profit organization who's collecting millions of dollars.
Yeah.
People are talking about
the statement
of the black folks that are getting killed for no reason.
Yeah. When people say Black Lives Matter, right, it was never about the organization of Black Lives Matter organization. Like I didn't really
nobody even give a damn about them.
It didn't really register to me what Black Lives Matter organization. Like I didn't never know who ran it. Never know they had a website.
Like
I never followed them niggas. Like I just never did. I just always was basing on the statement of Black Lives Matter.
And let's be honest, when you base it off the statement, you're not even thinking about monetary.
Right.
You're not thinking about money.
Yeah.
You just like, yo, Black lives like really do matter. Like you can't watch the video of George Floyd being killed with a knee on his neck and you still talking about Black lives don't matter. Man, this man ain't deserve to die like that.
Not at all.
You know what I mean? And there's others too. You know, look at Mike Brown.
Mike Brown, Tamir Rice, Trayvon Martin, Sandra
you know what I mean? So
like the list goes on and on and on.
The list goes on and on, and you know,
like it just
you know, and with the people who even created this Black Lives Matter, we read that they collected
90 million.
90 million. 90 million. Even if you wanted to spend some of that money, you could have covered some of it up.
The people who donated to Black Lives Matter, like, did they not check out the organization before they donated the money?
I don't even think they checked into it. I just think it caught fire.
Right.
And, you know, once again, those people just wanted to be a helping hand. You know, Sharon Osbourne donated $900,000. She's demanding it back ever since Kanye West created.
The shirt White Lives Matter.
Went with the White Lives Matter shirt. So now,
but he came out. The original point of White Lives Matter. He came out to say, "Oh, the organization was wrong." Well, Candace Owens been saying that for a long time about the organization, how the organization this, that ain't.
Other people have been saying it too.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you should come out and say White Lives Matter.
Right.
They've been matter. Nobody said they didn't matter.
I would have preferred if he just had a shirt that says Black Lives Matters is a scam.
Yeah, the black. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, if he just said that, the organization is a scam. Okay, he might be right. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know who owns it.
Right. Nobody knows but the people who really look into that. Most black folks ain't looking into that shit that deep. We just literally like, yo, fucking Black Lives Matters. Like, lives really matter. That's all we care about, bro. Stop killing us, bro.
Yeah, and if you gave to an organization, you should look into the organization before you give them the money.
I agree.
Especially a big amount of money. Figure out what they're doing with it.
Bro, 90 million. Can you imagine the donate? And let's be honest, that's what they putting out there.
Right. Who knows what they really got?
Nobody really knows.
Yeah, 90 million. There's a lot of stuff you could fix.
Right.
A lot of people you could help.
Yep.
A lot of communities you can help. A lot of things you could do with 90 million. And if you wanted to, pocket some or whatever, hey man, you don't need to pocket 90 million. Right. You can pocket 5 million. 10 million, whatever.
2 million,
2 million, 3, and then do something with that. And then, like, if you want to have then you build an actual organization.
Right.
You could take that.
You create merch. You make the money that you spent back.
Create merchandise. You can easily do that. Then have your website where they can donate, and then go start actually helping people.
Help the
community centers. The families are part of these murders. Make sure that they're paying for lawyers. Yeah. Like Ben, you should have Ben.
Have them become advocates.
You should have Ben Crump on retainer.
Retainer.
You're paying that families of what they got to get from the lawsuit. No, you have them on retainer. You know what I'm saying? So the families can get all the lawsuit money and not have to get nothing to the lawyer because you paying them already.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like
when people see action, they won't mess with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? They haven't seen any action, and that's why Black Lives Matter is
$90 million. $90 million. I mean, it's all kind of
90 million raised, and you have yet to see them cut a check. George Floyd, Tamir Rice, Alton Sterling, Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin. You haven't seen them cut a check. You haven't seen them out in public. Haven't seen them do anything. You know what I mean?
There's so many lives they could have helped.
Literally.
Those don't. No. These are the people that we know about.
And these are the people. Right. You got the ones. This happens people, every day.
The local people that stuff happened to, which is a bunch. You could go help out. Right. Those communities, you can go help out. To those, you can be in Chicago and go try to do what you can.
And I look at it too,
Miami or other place.
With all that money, you try to continue to push that message, and incorporate that message into the urban communities, the poverty communities. Like, yo, because you got to understand, in the black community, some of these black folks feel like their lives really don't even matter. Right. You know what I mean? So you got the money now to go to these neighborhoods and inspire these young kids and tell them, like, hey, your lives matter. You know what I mean?
I've been paid Charleston White. Hey, Charleston White, you finna go on a tour around in the country. You know what I'm saying? And go make sure
you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised.
Other. I'm just using Charleston White example, but people like that to go out there, man, to go try to reach kids, especially the youth right now, man. These kids is crazy.
They're not motivated. They're heathens. They just don't give a damn about life right now.
They don't care about the life. They don't care about the history. They don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. So like, you need a Black Lives Matter organization should have been the catalyst at the forefront of trying to change the generation. Get involved with some of the good quality churches out there. Some of the good quality organizations. Some of those boys and girls foundations. And I don't mean the Boys and Girls Club. I just mean different boys and girls foundations out there across the nation. to fund those programs, to make sure that they have finances to take kids different places, to keep them off the street, to have something for them to do. You know what I'm saying? Because if your kids are doing something, then I mean they're not out there robbing, stealing, shooting, drinking, and sex and everything else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That should have been what they've been doing. You know
I
what I'm
agree.
saying? But him wearing a White Lives Matter shirt, come on, bro.
That's just weirdo shit. You know, I used to look up the Kanye.
I'm a big Kanye fan, but
You know, like I say, I'm a fan of his music.
yeah.
But lately, it's just like he haven't been putting out music. He just been being a total asshole. And you know, with me, man, it's more like I don't never think I'll wear a pair of Yeezys again.
I never wore Yeezys.
You know, I never wear a pair of Yeezys again. You know, I used to go crazy over that. You know, he was one of the first guys that inspired me to even start to looking to designing my own sneaker. But you know, with the latest stuff, you know, everybody's trying to get in this political field.
Yeah.
I look at it like, bro, stay in your lane, bro. You're a rapper, bro. It's okay to be an activist, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna get on a platform, you know, and try to degrade my people. You know, this the second dumbest statement that you done goddamn said. You know, and it's crazy because this is the same guy who said George Bush
Don't care about black
don't
people.
care about black people.
Yeah.
This is the same guy who said
Ran up on stage with Taylor Swift.
with the Taylor Swift, and then you had the you made the song New Slaves.
Oh yeah, New Slave. Yeah.
He just had an interview with Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson. Yeah.
And he called Trump his homeboy. But, you know, you was running, trying to compete with this guy. And like I say, man, it's just like, bro, you got to understand, like me personally, Kanye, he's a loser with money. You know, I personally don't think he is very much accepted by the black community outside of, you know, the once upon a time when he had a fashion influence. Now he's just fucking weirdo. Like nobody in the industry really rock with him like that. But
Right now.
he got star power.
Right now, let me
He
tell you
got
what's gonna
star.
happen.
What's gonna happen?
A couple months he gonna make a song. It's gonna be fire. Black people love him again.
True, but I don't think, you know, being that the industry is so catered to young kids now, Kanye has a voice, but like I say, he's not known to these new kids. Music. It's more Yeezy. You know what I mean? It's more Yeezy. So once again, I don't think nobody but the powers that be can
I think once he
Start
makes,
to
I think,
diminish
I
it.
think he once he put out some songs, people
hell, we know some songs coming behind it. But you
People are following
gotta understand too. When he do put out those songs, who's gonna want to feature with him? If a person really stand on principles and morals, they ain't rocking with him like that.
the same people that's on his last album will be the same ones that's on the new album.
Who was on the last album?
The Baby and Jay-Z was on there and whoever else he had on there.
Yeah, but
They'll be on there. You said T.I. be on there.
you heard that song when he
They'll be on there, bro. They love music. They love Kanye music.
and then you gotta think too, it's just the tension.
And two people look at Kanye, he crazy.
Yeah.
He gonna say crazy crap.
Do you think he crazy?
I think he's crazy and a genius at the same time. He could be both. Einstein was both.
Yeah, but
I think he was a genius, but I also think he's
do
crazy.
you think he's mentally ill?
Yes. I also think he's a genius.
Why do you think he's mentally ill?
Because he's saying all kind of crazy stuff. Nigga going on a rant about white lives matter, and then slavery's a choice, and then
Yeah, that's the one I
ran up on stage, told the girl, "Nah, you don't deserve this album. Somebody else deserves the album." Went on the campaign crying about abortion, and yes, he's crazy. Yes. Did you watch the documentary on Netflix, the Genius documentary?
I gotta watch that one. I ain't watched that.
Great documentary. Man, on the last episode or whatever, like the dude who was making the documentary, like was showing as he was going through his mental breakdown, that nigga's crazy.
I'm gonna have to check.
He's
that
also
one
a
out.
genius.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Two things can be true.
So, you know, we gonna move to the college football. Today is October 9th.
Yep.
Miami Hurricanes played yesterday, October 8th. We played North Carolina.
Right.
And we got beat 27-24. Do you think the U is back?
Back when? Since
Will
when?
the U ever be back?
To what?
Back to greatness, 2000s, early 2000s.
To what, 22 years ago?
Oh, damn, it's been that long? Wow.
You know,
and that's how fans look at it. Like, it seems like it was years ago, but bro, 20 something years ago. That's ridiculous.
Was the last championship? When was the last championship? The last time they won. I did get to look it up. When was the last time they won? But
you ain't got to look it up. It haven't been recent.
It's been a long time.
And I was telling somebody yesterday, bro. You know what's more sad about the situation? We left the Big East to move to the ACC for better competition, and when we joined the ACC, people thought we was gonna
run through it,
do well. We have yet to win an ACC. I think they won one, but it was like a share. It wasn't just like outright. Yeah,
is that true?
Yeah. I'm gonna get the exact thing, but I think it was more shared. I don't think it was the full thing.
Is that real?
Let me see.
I should have my boy Timo on to talk about the U.
But it's very sad though.
Yeah, no, I mean, but now, as far as I'm being, as far as them being back, obviously they're not back now. Can they get back? Man, it's gonna be hard for them to get back. I mean, people like I know that Al Golden years was not great, but like Al Golden wasn't on the field. He wasn't catching. He wasn't blocking. He wasn't running. He wasn't making no tackles. He wasn't out there the one missing tackles.
Right.
He wasn't out there missing assignments. He wasn't out there not throwing the ball correctly. He wasn't doing that. If you just line up the brains of Al Golden, Manny Diaz, Mark Richt, and Larry Coker. But Larry Coker might be the worst out of all of them. But he had
the team though. Butch Davis built that team.
Come on, he had the team. So now he won. So then Larry Coker is like, oh my God, great Larry Coker. Until y'all didn't like him no more and they wanted to get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? So I mean that's kind of what it is. But now, is it recruiting? Is that the problem? That may be the problem, but I feel like they do got some dogs out there, or it's supposed to be dogs. They getting some cats from Miami who's supposed to be dogs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now why aren't they executing is the question. You know what I'm saying? Now, because I get it. When we look at football, we look at coaches like, dang, what this coach ain't doing nothing, this coach ain't doing that, and maybe because I got a bias towards coaches because I am a coach or whatever. That coach ain't missing tackles, man.
Correct.
Coach,
players got to play.
Yeah, players got to play. Players got to do what they need to do. Now, can they recruit better? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. You're recruiting. You better get Ray Lewis and Ed Reed and Warren Sapp with you and have them go sit at every kid house. You know what I'm saying? Like Deion Sanders do. You better go do that. You know what I'm saying? But so you got to figure out a way to get better recruits on campus. You know what I'm saying? And then two, not every 4 or 5 star is gonna be is really like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's okay to get a 3 star. It's okay to get a 2 star. It's okay to find a kid who just got who's a diamond in the rough, and you might take a chance on them. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of the big schools, miss out on a lot of good kids like that. And then two, we let a lot of good kids leave the state. Lamar Jackson shouldn't have left the state.
He should have been down there.
Amari Cooper shouldn't have left the state.
Yeah.
Calvin Ridley shouldn't have left the state. It's just, you know what I'm saying? They shouldn't have left the state.
So Miami haven't won a conference championship. They have won division championship in the ACC.
The Coastal Division or
the
Atlantic.
Coastal, ACC Coastal. That shit don't.
So they
count.
never won the ACC at all.
Never won the ACC, bro.
That's crazy.
I think they gonna have to lead the ACC to try to power up.
They gotta go to the Mountain West.
They gotta do something, bro.
Or the MAC.
They gonna have, but then again, let's be
play Appalachian State, but Appalachian State beating up on people.
Hell, we're losing to Middle Tennessee State. So
Coastal Carolina ain't no joke.
Yeah.
James Madison, shout out to my boy Titus and Teo, starting quarterback from Royal Palm over here. He got them boys ranked. They number 25 this week. They beat App State.
Man, I'm saying it here on October 9th. I think UM is gonna go at least 4-6 this year.
What's the rest of their schedule looking like?
The rest of their schedule, they have 1 second. Hold on, let me pull their schedule up. But yeah, I think they're gonna go.
They ain't gonna like this when we post this now.
Listen, so
they ain't gonna like
UM, they have on October 15th they play Virginia Tech.
They should win that one.
October 22nd they play Duke. Duke been giving us hell.
That's what I'm saying. Duke
been giving us hell last year. But then again, you got to think
they gonna win that.
Hell, we should have beat North Carolina, bro.
Should have beat North Carolina.
We should have beat Middle Tennessee.
You're right. So I can't say no. No game is win there.
Then after the Duke game, you still got Virginia.
We got Virginia, dog.
Man, they ain't got no faith right now. We just got to play the game.
I feel you.
Then you got Florida State.
That's a loss.
Then you got Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech been giving us hell.
They should win. They just got. They get coach
like these games are winnable games.
They gonna beat Georgia Tech, man.
But you gotta understand, they just gotta get their mind right. All of them gotta lock in. After that, you got Clemson. That's a loss.
Yeah, that's a loss.
That's a loss.
That's a loss.
Then they gonna close the season out November 26th versus Pittsburgh.
That's a loss. That's a loss. Pittsburgh, good quality team.
But you remember, they used to beat up on Pittsburgh.
Beat up on everybody, man.
They used to beat up on them.
When's the last time they were dominant?
Bro, they haven't been dominant since that 2000 team. Honestly, if you really want to know,
like
they haven't been dominant. They haven't been dominant, man. Haven't been dominant. It's actually very sad, bro. Let me see these past few records.
Yeah, check out their records, bro.
Past few records, but it's been. Listen, I'm at the game yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. You know, Miami got the best mascot in all of college football. Mm-hmm. I've never seen Sebastian disengage. Records, let's see. University of Miami. What we gonna go back to, bro?
Just start from 2000 if you can.
2000. 99. We'll start from 99. 99 Miami 9-4. 2000 11-1. 2001 12-0. 2002 12-1. 2003 11-2.
Okay, right there. So 2003 was 11-2.
Right. So pretty much from 2000 to 2003.
When was the national championship?
All of those was Big East years.
When was the national championship year? Was that 2000?
They've had to be 01 because they was undefeated.
Okay, so that'd be 01, yeah.
So all of those years from them 2000 to 2003, those are Big East years. We haven't been dominant since we've been in the Big East.
So
ACC started in 2004.
9-3.
9-3, 7-6, 5-7, 7-6, 9-4, 7-6, 6-6, 7-5, 9-4, 6-7, 8-5, 9-4, 10-3. So
2017.
17 was probably the best year. 10-3. Then 7-6 and 18, 6-7 and 19, 8-3 and 20. 7-5 and 21, and we came back ranked after that 21 season.
Came back ranked. How good ranked?
Yeah, ranked.
Yeah. Oof, man, that's
Yeah, y'all gonna have to look into changing conferences, man.
Damn, y'all lost 3 straight. Back.
We 2-3 right now.
I mean, I can't talk much because my Gators ain't looking that hot either, but. Hell, at least we beat Missouri last week. Tennessee spanked up on somebody, LSU this weekend. Shit, they ain't beat us that bad.
Hell, Texas destroyed Oklahoma.
Oh, 49-0, right?
Lord have mercy.
Oklahoma's supposed to be good. But yeah, man, as far as you, man, you know, I don't, man, I mean, obviously everything in college football starts with recruiting. So, you know, you got to figure out, I guess, and in everybody's mind is, you know, you got to give them time. Man,
they done had too much time, man. And you got to think, they're not getting bad recruits, bro. They're not getting 1 stars, 2 stars.
They're not.
There's no way you should be losing to Middle Tennessee. We have better recruits than them.
Yeah.
We have better talent than Middle Tennessee. We got better talent, man.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
So now it's like, okay, if this continues, who's going to want to come play for the University of Miami? Nobody.
You know, it's crazy. If you look at these bowls, okay.
Oh, we lose bowl games too. We ain't won shit.
16 was the last one, and then prior to that, it was 2006.
Dude, we haven't went to a good bowl in years, bro.
So you guys,
bro, we
2006 won, and then nothing in 2007, and lost. Nothing in 2012, lost. Last bowl win was 2016.
Bro, we playing
the Russell Athletic Bowl, Mark Rick.
We playing BS bowls, man. We playing in the Texas El Paso Bowl.
Yeah,
nobody goes to that. Bro, we're used to playing in Orange Bowl, Sugar Bowl, Fiesta Bowl.
I gotta get my guy Timo on talk about the U, because he need another diehard U fan.
Yeah, it's sad, man. And just to see, and I'm at the game yesterday, the student body, the fans, they were out.
Yeah.
And they just wanted a W.
And I'm not, again, I like all Florida sports, you know what I'm saying? So I don't like, obviously I like the Gators the best, but like I don't hate Miami, I don't hate Florida State, nothing like that, like everybody else does. But so I don't follow super diligently look at
it's pathetic
Miami, but like because people are gonna look at in 2 years they're gonna say, oh, if he ain't got it right, who knows what happened. But Mario Cristobal, he ain't doing nothing. Like, is every year gonna be the coach?
Correct.
Like at some point, I mean, obviously it is the coach fault, I guess, when it comes to recruiting. Like, it's just they just got to do a better job recruiting. You got to get the dogs to be dogs here, like in Miami. Like,
you got to get your players to lock in, bro. When you look at those teams from 2000 to 2003,
yeah,
93% of those players were from Florida.
I mean, was Larry Coker that much of a better coach than Randy Shannon?
I don't think so, bro. I just think the blueprint.
Randy Shannon had that 9-win season.
I think the blueprint was already
for Larry Coker, right?
Yeah, it was formed. Like, you know what I mean?
Like,
and then
Butch Davis was the last great coach that y'all had.
Correct. And then you got to think the blueprint was laid. Yeah. The personnel fit.
Yeah.
The players that we had. Those players was hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, it was just the mindset of those players, man.
And if you look at like these coaches' record, right? So obviously Butch Davis. So just start from 95, 8-3, 9-3. Then he had 97, 5-6. Then he had 93, 9-4. Then he had 11-1, 12-0, 12-1. Right? No, excuse me. Check that. He had 93, 5-6, 93, 9-4, 11-1. Then he was out. Then Larry Coker had the 12-0 season championship, 12-1. Right. Oh yeah. So he had 12-1 where he lost to Ohio State, and then after that he had the 11-2. Then he had 9-3, 7-6. Now again, I don't know, was he fired? I don't know. Was he fired?
I can't even remember that.
Yeah,
I was just thinking
it was 2005. It was a long time ago. And then after that, Randy Shannon, 5-7, 7-6, 9-4, which still ain't great, but it's good. 7-5. Then they fired that dude. Al Golden, 6-6, 75, 9-4, 6-7, 4-3. He got fired. Mark Rick, 9-4, 10-3. Then he went 7-6. But he stepped away though, right? He got sick.
They forced him out. They was gonna fight him.
Okay, yeah. So he stepped away. But like, for what? Is it now for what? Mark Rick. Why was Mark Rick being forced out? He had 9-4 and 10-3.
Because
he had a 7-6.
Because they haven't got back to that 2003.
I'll leave with you. You go bring Larry Coker back. Is Larry Coker still alive? Go get him a higher.
He went to like
see what happened with him.
But then again, that's what I was saying too. You remember Butch Davis? He went to North Carolina and turned that program around.
Butch Davis was a good coach.
I thought they should have brought Butch Davis back.
No, he couldn't do much. He's not doing much at FIU. Is he still at FIU? I don't know.
I think he left.
Yeah, but he couldn't do much there. But is it FIU?
Yeah, he left. He left a few years ago.
Yeah, nobody going to FIU. But yeah, and then you got Manny Diaz. Now Manny Diaz, he is 6-7, 8-3, and then 7-5, and y'all just felt like that nigga just wasn't good enough. And then he started on the same way with Mario Cristobal. Like, at some point we got to figure out: is it the coaches that bad? Is it all? Is it so? Then the hiring practices is it the hiring practices?
Right.
What's the issue?
For real,
because all these coaches ain't bad coaches, bro.
Yeah, they're not bad coaches. They're
so you can't. Y'all telling me the last great coach y'all had is Larry Coker, and was he that great? I don't know, but I know he had some dogs on the team.
Yeah,
it's easy to win. I got Willis McGahee, Frank Gore, You know what I'm saying?
Bro, they had
Ken Dorsey
Jared
doing it.
Payton.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Like
Clinton Portis.
like
Frank Gore.
not Santonio, but Santana Moss,
Reggie Wayne. Andre Johnson.
I can win with that.
Jeremy Shockey. Kellen Winslow.
I can win with that.
Come on now.
I can do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Najee Davenport.
Come on, bro. I can win with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? John Beeson. Like them guys, I can do something with those
Right.
guys. You know what I'm saying? Like so at some point, Miami fans, we gotta figure out what's the root of the problem.
You got to get off the coach.
Miami fan, what's the root of the problem? Is it these niggas? So then we gotta go get the president out, the athletic director. They gotta go.
They already done got rid of athletic directors, bro.
Because obviously you don't know how to hire nobody.
Right.
So you telling me Randy Shannon was terrible, Al Gordon was terrible, Mark Richt was terrible, Manny Diaz is terrible, and then you already got people calling for. Now some people saying give them time, and then some people saying Mario Cristobal bad already.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Is it all the coaches, or is it like the recruiting, the players? What's going on? Why ain't Miami winning?
I think Miami's just gonna have to find some new energy. I think they're gonna have to stop looking at the past and just focus on the future. They're gonna have to get their players locked in 100% and make sure this is something that they really want to do. I mean, it was at that one point where Miami had a record for the number of years they had a player picked in the first round.
Yeah,
that shit long gone.
So Kelly Jennings was like the last one, and that was 2000 something, right?
Dude, I like I said, I'm a diehard UM fan. I went to the game yesterday, and I didn't know nobody on the defense but one player. Because nobody's interested anymore. And when you see these kids on the field, it's just like, he ain't motivated. Like, you just see people like, bruh, you missing this many tackles. Offensive coordinator is horrible. Defense coordinator are horrible. Like, bro, it's North Carolina. You can't get these guys to go 3 and out for nothing, bro. They're converting every third down. You drive down the field, you miss a field goal once, you don't score twice, you're not gonna win the game.
Right.
You're not gonna win the game. Now you got Tyler Van Dyke. He get one more chance to try to score. You know what I tell my we was in the car, we had made it back to the car, and then UM so happened to have get the ball again. I say, yo, you know how this game go in? Tyler Van Dyke finna throw a damn pick. You know why? Because those last, anything under a minute in a football game, and you got a chance to win it, that's a motherfucking pressure. That's pressure, bro. And especially when you haven't been executing on all cylinders the entire game, they're looking forward to this. So I was just like, man, he finna throw a pick. Next thing you know, he threw a pick, and not only did he throw a pick, he threw the pick right to the guy. And I'm sitting there like, this is fucking horrible. But we knew, like I say, even if you got the W, it'd just be better. It wouldn't be impressive if you got the W.
Yeah.
It's North Carolina, bro.
Right.
That usually be money games. You know what I mean? Usually be money games. Now when Bethune-Cookman never even used to score on us.
Right.
Now when they're scoring 14, 20 points or whatever they scored, bro, that's a problem.
They should have scored that first drive. That first drive of the Bethune-Cookman game, they should have scored that first drive. Who knows what the game would be like that. But yeah, Miami, they got to figure out something. They got to figure out something different. Like, I get it. You should go out to the 4 and 5 stars, but I think we're just missing the boat on some other guys. I think they're missing the boat on some other guys. Possibly you get, who knows? I ain't no recruiting expert, but they got to do something different.
Got to do something different.
You don't have to. They're
gonna have to find their niche.
Right.
We haven't found that niche
You don't have to have a bunch of Ed Reeds on the field to win.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? It's nice to have Ed Reed on the field. Yeah.
But you gotta change that, because now it's more of let's try to win first.
Right.
And if it just so happened to have a lot of Ed Reeds on the field, then that's what we rock with. Until then, we gotta use what we got and what we can get, and just try to train them up to be the best college athletes that can possibly mimic Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, Dan Morgan, Jonathan Vilma, John Beeson, their careers. But other than that, I just think they have to find the new Miami identity before they could move on.
They gotta find a new Miami.
They got rid of that.
You can't live on the past.
Can't live on the past, bro. Even FSU. FSU's not the same FSU as Bobby Bowden.
Can't live on the past.
They're not the same FSU as Jimbo.
They can't live on
New
the past.
identity, man.
New identity. Find something different, man.
So, yeah. More college football. Deion Sanders. You know, they played Alabama State.
Yep.
It was Alabama State homecoming. Deion Sanders ended the game, went across the field to shake hands with Coach Eddie Robinson Jr.
Say, hold up. Nah, bro, I don't want a hug.
No bro hug.
Don't give me no bro hug, bro.
You ain't called me. You didn't greet me at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, man. You ain't invite me out to dinner.
I don't need time for the fakeness. What you think? What you think about that, man? Do you think Deion was disrespectful before the game?
He shouldn't have walked through their sideline.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like if he doesn't walk through their sideline, then everything what he did was okay.
Right.
Now, was he blatantly outright being disrespectful? No. But we all know as ball players, you don't walk on nobody else's sideline.
You don't walk on nobody else's sideline.
You don't walk on nobody else's sideline.
You avoid that sideline much as possible.
You go the other way. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. He didn't say nothing to nobody, and their players were cussing at him and stuff like that. So he's right in that aspect.
See, Deion just look at it like he's the show.
He is the show. You know what I'm saying? You know, at some point in time, we just got to realize he is the show.
Yeah,
he's the reason why Jackson State is Jackson State.
He's filling those seats just off his name recognition.
They got money because of him.
Yeah,
their ticket sales went up specifically on Saturday.
Yeah,
because of him. They were at their homecoming or whatever it is because of him. Yep. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't supposed to walk on the sideline.
Correct. Regardless of his statement saying he walked the field every game, bro, you could have walked the field but avoided their sideline.
Yeah, you can. It's 3/4 of the field you can walk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Three quarters, 3 sides of the field you can walk without touching the other team's sideline.
I just think he knew he was. They couldn't touch him regardless.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So again, I rock with everything he does, but did he? But when you walk on somebody's sideline, you are going to spark some animosity.
Right.
That just what it is. You know that as a football player. Like, you know what I'm saying? If they walked on his sideline, on his own turf.
Oh, he'll be upset.
Come on, man. If that coach said, I walk around the field all the time. Every game. No matter where I'm at, I walk around the field.
Hey, let's put this out there. We need some coach to do the same thing Deion did at Alabama State. We need y'all to do that in Jackson. Let's see what the outcome be.
See if he's hot. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if he's hot. But, you know what I'm saying, to this point, I mean, I rock with Deion Sanders, so he wasn't being outright disrespectful.
Right, but it's just...
But when you walk on the sideline, they're going to be mad.
That's kind of like you at Jackson State. You guys just run out of y'all tunnel.
And they run down your sideline.
No, the visitor team run out of y'all tunnel.
Right. Yeah, you're going to be hot.
You're going to be hot.
You're going to be hot, bro.
That game is going to be delayed because, boy... They gonna be getting into it. You gonna look at that as disrespect.
Now, as the game goes on, people are gonna get more chippy now because now coaches. Now, I'm gonna tell you what happened, right? I bet the coach saw them. Like he said, he said he saw him walk on this sideline, right? He probably brought the team together. Y'all see this blank walking on the sideline? Y'all better come show them what's up. They think they all listen, all that, handle them. And so now, you get the players turned up. And so now when the players turned up, are they going to be a little more chippy? Are they going to be talking a little more extra? Are they going to be, saying extra? So I'm not saying they were right, but are they going to have that emotion to say these things? Yeah, man. And then the coach, what the coach say? He said they try to go hitch and go at the end of the game.
Hey, that's another thing. The coach, like I say, they didn't blow them out.
Yeah, they didn't blow them out.
But, you got the win. I think it was like 26-12. Yeah. But you got the W. You're up. There's no chance that they could come back. He just wants you to take a knee.
I don't agree with
it. I was reading some of the comments. Hell, they say play to the whistle.
That I don't agree with. No.
You know what I mean?
Take a shot.
Like I say, bro, did you hear about that score? It was that one...
Was it high school?
The high school game.
112? They scored 112 or something? Was it the zip? Or not the zip?
No, it was
the 7. The 7 or something like that. Or
yeah,
16.
It was, yeah, they scored a few points. But, bro, I'm never letting my team play. Once that shit get 50 zip,
I'm stopping the game.
I'm stopping the game because at that point we live in the era now where once a photo op is snapped, that memory lives forever.
So I think a couple of years ago, I think it was some school in Texas. They scored like 90 points or something like that, and that coach got fired. The coach got fired for scoring too many points.
I think I read about that one too.
Do I think he should come fired? Never.
I don't think he should, because he did what he's supposed to do. I think that team who lost, bro, you got to go to the drawing board.
Yeah, bro, you want to fire that coach? You got
to go to the drawing board.
If you want to fire that coach for giving up 90 points, 112 points, bro.
Did you practice that week? Did you go over any game plans? You couldn't have if they put up that many points on you.
112, though.
Bro, they had to score every possession, bro.
Every possession.
And
on defense.
Right. You scored.
Bro, scored by at least.
Bro, you scored at least 30 points, bro, at quarter, bro.
And of scored 30 points on defense, though. Especially team running back punts and running back kicks and everything like that. At some point in time,
You think there was turnovers? Well, yeah, it had to be turnovers.
A bunch of them. And the defense was picking up the crib.
And let's be honest, most of those points, I forgot what I was going to say, but that's just.
No, saying no. But you know too, with a lot of those games when it's really lopsided, 80 points, 90 point games like that, the offense does take their foot off the gas most of the time.
Yeah, it's just the defense making plays.
The defense, no. They get the fumble, they gonna pick it up and they gonna run it to the crib.
Right, you're not just gonna get the fumble and fall on the ground.
Special teamers, you think he see a crease, he gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna fall. No, he finna hit that thing.
And you know another reason why they score so many points? Because the other team just not bowed the hell down. So just by them bowing down, that's another 35 easy points.
So when you're down like that, run out all the time on the play clock.
That's what I would do.
So we just tell my quarterback to wait.
That's my game plan.
Listen, when they get to 5 seconds, snap the ball.
That would be my game plan. You know why?
We just gonna wait.
Because you can't beat me that bad. You'll beat me, but you won't beat me that bad.
We just gonna wait 5 seconds. And we're gonna wait, bitch. Wait, I'm wait till 5. Okay, go snap the ball.
Hey, even if I gotta run that shit up the middle and only get a yard or two.
Yeah, we gonna take our time.
I'm gonna take my time.
Take our time.
And it is what it is.
And we just gonna cut down the possession. Cut down the possession. Gotta cut them down.
Hold the ball, goddamn. Hey, look to the sideline and I'm gonna give you the cue on when I hike the ball.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly. When I get say go like that.
What the play clock is? It ain't 40, right? It's like
high school's like 25.
25.
I think high school.
Hey, we gonna keep doing that, man.
Yeah, we finna get down.
Hey, and we got a real good chance that we can keep picking up first downs.
If you can get it, great. You know what I'm saying? But if not, at least. We finna cut down their possession.
We finna cut down their possession.
Never finna score 100 points.
Bro, not at all.
No.
What would be your message to the team after being scored 100 points on?
Y'all niggas suck, man. I know. In my mind, that's what I probably be thinking. But the message, what would be my message to a team we just got scored 100 points on? Listen, guys, that jump was ugly, and ain't really nothing much I can say. And you know what I'm saying? Listen, we got to take this one on the chin. We're going to come back tomorrow.
Use it as motivation.
We coming back tomorrow because we just got to score 100 points, so y'all don't get no day off. We back tomorrow. Y'all get a day off on Sunday. We back tomorrow. We in the weight room. We going to stretch. We going to watch a little bit of film. Then we got to figure out this thing together. We got to come. I don't know if we got to pray. I don't know if we got to lift or whatever. Maybe a mixture of all of it. Guys, we cannot have that performance on the field ever again.
Right.
Now, I'm going to take it on the chin because obviously I got out coached. You got outplayed. We all suck together.
Right.
We got to figure out something right now.
I agree.
We cannot have this again. You scored 112 points. 112 points.
Turn the damn scoreboard off.
112 points, but you can't put 100 points on the scoreboard. Stop at 99.
Right. That may go to 0.
So it was extra points they had that weren't displayed on the scoreboard.
So let me ask you about the
What was Lake's? What was Lake's last game?
I think they had a bye week.
They had a bye week.
Yeah, we'll talk about them this week. What do you think about the high school team that canceled the remaining season for having the players?
For the yeah. I showed my son that thing. I was like, bruh, nigga even ask you some crazy crap like that. You should be a fight on.
Just file for them
on site. On site that you file.
So what's your thoughts about that as a coach?
Those players should be. You know what? Those players should be suspended. Right? If you want to reprimand the coach, I guess if you're just gonna say, well, he should have been supervising his team. Who to say he wasn't? It was like 8 players in there altogether. So that doesn't mean he wasn't supervising the team and boys is in the locker room doing crazy stuff. Now, do those players should have been suspended? I would have suspended all the players. The person who had the video camera filming, he got suspended. The kids, whoever was in there, whether they was participating or not, if they were in it and around it, they got suspended.
I agree. Right?
Because you didn't stand up and say, hey, bro, that's wrong, or stop, don't do it, you getting suspended. So the white kids was actually playing on the on the auction block or saying they bidding on the dude, they getting suspended 2-3 weeks. The black dudes who was on the thing, I might suspend them for 5 weeks. You disrespecting our race even more than them. Yeah. You let them go and act like a...
That's just some sick shit.
And I'm gonna sit their parents down.
Who agrees to that? Who agrees to that?
I'm gonna sit their parents down. We gotta have a parent meeting, all us together, bro. How y'all raising them?
Right.
How y'all raising them to do that kind of stuff? That right there.
That's some crazy stuff.
No, everybody getting suspended. Now I be hot. I'm like, dang, bro, why my season get canceled? Why I gotta have a canceled whole time?
Imagine the seniors. Imagine the seniors on that team.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'll be hot about that, bro. You're not finna have no. Yeah, bro, I'll be hot, bro. Them kids, they all gonna get it, and they finna be running. They finna be running.
Yeah, for real.
Until I get one of those, one be running until I get tired. And I ain't never finna get tired because I ain't got a room to run it. You finna run.
Right.
Or off the team, either one.
So yeah, hey, Real as It Get podcast, episode number 11.
Yeah.
Hey, before we leave, we got this new segment that we've been trying to implement, but we gonna do it on this one. It's called Did You Know? Pretty much we gonna give you a fact that nobody really knew, or we don't think you knew about this. Mm-hmm. But if you knew about it, it's just, hey.
We kind of did it last week when you said about the Apple thing.
Nah, I think that was more of a conversation.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying, but it was like
similar. It was similar. But yeah, did you know? Hold on, I gotta pull it up. Did you know 100,000 new songs are being uploaded to Apple Music, SoundCloud, and Spotify every single day?
I did not know that. That's 100,000 songs.
100,000 songs.
Just rappers, singers, everybody.
Hey, to sum it up, rappers, singers, find a new damn hobby.
That's a lot of music.
That's a lot of music, bro. And let's be honest, all of those ain't hits.
1% of them are hits.
Yeah, literally, right.
1% of them are hits.
Right.
Because you got to compete with Beyonce and
correct
Taylor Swift and...
You know, so rappers, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
There you go.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's Real as It Get podcast, episode number 11 again. Hey, follow the podcast. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Real as It Get podcast. Follow us on Twitter at Real as It Get pod. Follow us on Facebook, Real as It Get podcast show. Follow us on IG at Real as It Get podcast. And listen, if you want to donate to the show, send us some on Cash App. $, Real as It Get podcast. We signing out.
Peace.